Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another great episode of the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
And this is Pharaoh King.
This is Tim Dog from Be More Careful.
And the mad professor living in the boot.
And that's right.
Hey, before we get started, Tim, your background is contrasting, son.
Hey. I did that before I rolled out, and I meant to change it. I guess I did. I appreciate the hookup, though.
That joker just white. Nothing back there. Just a brick wall. But ladies and gentlemen,
the personality.
Yeah, Mr. Personality. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to this great show that we're going to have for you tonight. And of course, you know, this is our sports show, and all we do is talk about sports. But before we get started, like we always do, fellas, how was y'all day?
Man, every summer for the last 4 years, I put up a mosquito net to keep the flies out here in Texas. Cause them motherfuckers big as fuck. Put tape on the holes and everything. Yeah, tell me about it. Chinooks.
So man said he put a mosquito net up for the flies.
Yeah.
Hey, keeps them out, and you know I can't stand flies ever since I was stationed. Got deployed to Haiti, but. I got up this morning. I had an appointment of physical therapy. I look out, and it was windy. Saw that it fell down. I'm like, oh, I'll put it back up when I get back. I get back. I put my mosquito net up. Fucking cat took a shit on my mosquito net.
That cat didn't think highly of your mosquito net.
For real.
And when I looked at it, you could tell he was scratching on it because there were holes and shit on it.
Wait, remember, cats bury their feces. So
hey, that motherfucker got the shit. That's what probably happened.
Oh my goodness, man, that's funny. Oh my god,
ain't funny, man. I gotta get a new mosquito net.
And that is why it is funny.
Oh man, what about you, bad professor? Oh goodness.
Did you ever notice how much of your body is your torso and back?
Yeah.
And then you realize how much it truly is when that some bitch start hurting.
Yeah.
I've been having back spasms for 2 damn days.
God damn.
Ooh.
Gotta get
Man.
Stop trying to do new positions.
No, I got it. We've been married almost 30 years. You got to keep it spicy, brother. Gotta keep it spicy. If our leg ain't on my forehead, ain't nothing going right for me.
Yeah, I got you, boy.
Well, that's why you have back spasms.
That's why you got back spasms. What about you, Pharaoh?
Hey, man, listen. I'm tired. My eyes is burning. Sound like I got sand in them jokers right now. But I just want you to know, I went over to this dental place outside in front of the mall, right? You know, Aspen Dental.
Yeah.
Do you know they only pay $33,000 for lab techs?
That ain't nothing.
Chuck, I looked at them and I said, "Man, hey, I got to go. Thank you for your time."
Yeah.
Why you wake up in the morning, eat, and I got to work? That's part-time money.
Yeah, that's part-time money, man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, okay. That's crazy. That's beyond crazy.
Yeah.
And that's a good lab tech. Now they said if you're a mediocre lab tech, it's 28.
Oh like, no!
Man,
oh well, damn.
Okay, yeah. Well, I won't be working there.
Nope. Not never.
Never, ever. Well, like I said before we came on here, we talked behind the scenes, you know, sad news for me, you know, one of my homeboys passed away. I want to send a shout out to Lil Robbie, you know, and his family. And then my aunt just passed away early today. So, you know, Leisha, y'all in my prayers. I'll be home tomorrow to check on everything, make sure everything's good to go. But
damn, man,
like I told the fellas, man, this is my therapy. So I'm gonna get on here and laugh, and we're gonna have a good time like we always do, because that's what we are here for. We are here to entertain, and we're gonna entertain to our fullest. So, fellas, just they done changed my design on here, so I got to figure this shit out again. You motherfuckers, boy. I got on here this morning, like, these motherfuckers gonna change the shit around. So we're gonna start. Hate to keep bringing the show down, but I saw this, and I know y'all saw it. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan, but when I saw it, I was like, man, and he's one of the greats. So, about it.
Larry Allen, a legendary offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys, passed away suddenly at the age of 52 while on vacation in Mexico. Allen, known for his incredible athleticism and strength, was a 7-time first-team NFL All-Pro and an 11-time Pro Bowler who helped the Cowboys win Super Bowl 30 in 1996. After retiring from the NFL, Allen was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame as a first ballot member in 2013, solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest offensive linemen in league history. Larry, known for his great athleticism and incredible strength, was one of the most respected, accomplished offensive linemen to ever play in the NFL. The team said in a statement, his versatility and dependability were also signature parts of his career. Through that, he continued to serve as inspiration for many other players, defining what it meant to be a great teammate, competitor, and winner.
Now, y'all know, like I said, I'm the first one to say I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan, but you can like players on the team. I just don't like the star. I just don't like the star. So, but Matt Professor, when you heard that, what was your thoughts?
Honestly, I was surprised because he was one of the linchpins of that championship team. It was never about Emmitt Smith and all of them. It was about that offensive line that they had put together, and
yes,
he was the anchor on it. I mean, he wasn't the center, but he was the blindside protector for Troy Aikman. So he made everything happen, and I mean, it's a sad thing. You're 52 years old, so he's a little bit older than all of us, except you, man on street. But he a little bit older than all of us.
Shit, man, you get it. Tim Dog older than all of us. What the hell are you talking about?
He a little bit older than all of us, and I mean, 52 is too young.
He said you look older than all of us.
Okay, all right.
He still might have had what, 20, 30 more years of life left in him.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's sad. It's sad to see and to die on vacation. Damn.
Yeah. You going to relax and then something like this happened. What about you, Pharaoh?
Well, being the same age as this individual, that was a surprise for me, But I would say that I would say that's a surprise, but what them athletes was putting their bodies through during that time, man, you wonder the toll that it took on them. To be that, like I said, a phenomenal athlete, they were doing other things, to stay on top. And you just wonder if that just, took over his body after a while.
Yeah.
I hate to hear that, but hey.
Yeah. Tim Dog.
I'm agreeing with Pharaoh. The conditioning that they did back then is not the same conditioning that they have now. Because back then they only conditioned during the season.
Yeah.
Whereas athletes now, they condition all year round so that they can be prepared and be stronger.
Yeah.
And Larry Allen, he was one of those guys where you can put him anywhere on the offensive line, guard or tackle, and he excelled in it.
Yeah.
And people respect him. Even when he left Dallas and came back, he was still that dominant force. I'm not a Cowgirl fan, but like you were saying, there are some players on the team that that command respect. That he was definitely one of them.
Yeah. And that offensive line, let the Math Professor say, man, that's why Emmitt Smith got all those yards. I was listening to I forgot who I was. Oh man, what's the man used to play for the Giants? Tuck. Justin Tuck.
Tuck.
Yeah, Justin Tuck, and he was talking about Larry Allen. This before he passed. Because he was talking about linemen that you hate to go up against. He said, man, Larry Allen used to come up and he used to go whoop whoop like a choo-choo train and let you know we about to run this way. We gonna run it and nothing you could do about it.
He letting you know.
He letting you know that Emmitt Smith, the play's coming this way, it's coming my way. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And he say that he used to push those men, I mean big men, like linebackers, man, like 10 and 15 yards down the goddamn field because he was so strong. I don't know if you ever saw the video. I think it was at an all pro game. What's the thing you used to do down in Hawaii, King?
The Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl. Yeah, but when he
saw him in the Pro Bowl.
When he bench pressed what did they say? He bench press
369 pounds.
Yeah, like what?
No, 600.
Yeah,
600.
yeah. I mean, he was just bench pressing, man. So he was a hell of a man for his size. But he had that. I hate to say it, he had that old man strength when he was young. You know what I'm saying?
That was my leg press right there in high school. Junior high.
No, I was gonna say he country strong, but then
oh yeah, that's it too.
he country strong or the R word strength.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to say that.
We can't say that.
Why not?
What are you talking about?
We say that about Trump. We don't say that about nobody else. You know, he's the one that is the
You know what you used to say about your redheaded stepchildren? They were kind of on the slow side.
Yeah, licking windows.
Oh,
he's a window licker.
Man.
Don't forget the helmet.
Don't forget the helmet.
He bitch pressed 700 pounds.
Ride the short bus.
Yeah, he bitch pressed.
But anyway,
700.
like I said, that was about my leg press in junior high.
Yeah, that's everybody's squat. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But
people squat.
Like you say,
bench pressing people squat.
One squat.
Yeah, but like you say though, man, he was one of the most dominant guards, and that's why the guards get paid now, because everybody's looking for somebody like a Larry Allen that could basically block on that helping that blind side. But that tackle, but they still looking for somebody like Larry Allen that's gonna open up that hole, especially if you got a decent running game. And Dallas Cowboys, of course, Emmitt Smith, you know, he got on and he talked about Larry Allen and he got very emotional. And I can understand because linemen and running backs have that kind of, you know, that bond.
Yeah.
Well, that and quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because quarterbacks
and that's why, like I said, I'd be sad if I was running behind him too most of my career, and most of my highlights came from running behind him because, like you said, coming out of college, Emmitt Smith was a middle of the road back.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden
he won the Heisman though.
No, Emmitt Smith did.
Emmitt's never won the Heisman.
Okay,
not even close. He didn't even win Doak Walker.
No.
Thank God.
Yeah, no, he just a Heisman when they played your team, King. Didn't you see you have to play Emmitt Smith? He looked like a Heisman when he played y'all in high school.
No, because he was on that 1-15. He was on that 1-15 squad. So
with Troy Aikman. Yep.
No, I'm talking. No, I'm talking.
What's the one thing?
No, I'm talking about
in high school.
I'm talking about in high school.
That was a one-time event. That was a one-time event, y'all.
No, I thought you were talking about that one game that Dallas won, and the only one team that they beat
was Washington.
It was Washington.
Yeah.
But that was a pride game. That's all that was.
Yeah, that's what it was. But prayers go out to Larry Allen and his family, man. You know, hate to hear something like that. You know, still in the prime of his life, 52 years old. And that's why we always say we stress your health. Mm-hmm. You know, it could have been an undiagnosed situation. We don't know yet. But hopefully once it come out, you know, that's why we preach for us, especially men that's over 50. Make sure you go get all your checkups that you need to go get. Make sure, you know, you go to your doctor visit. You got to take care of yourself because you got to be there for your family.
Definitely go to the dentist because we hate to see you walking around with 1 or 2, 3 teeth in your mouth talking about getting me a steak.
Or that sign in your mouth that said next to you is 1 mile.
Well, fellas, y'all see the next question at the bottom. The NBA Finals is here. You know, we're gonna talk about the game tomorrow, but how, you know, I know Indiana Ben got swept, but how disappointed were y'all when y'all saw that last game with the Minnesota Timberwolves? Tim Dolph, be more careful. How did you look at that game and how it started and how it finished?
It started out with, you know, Minnesota. They looked like they had a purpose, and all of a sudden they realized this is for naught, and they just gave up. I mean, that's what happened. That the first half, I would say, but that after halftime.
They was down by 40 points at one time.
But I'm just saying, after halftime, it went worse because that's when they got down to 40. It wasn't in the first half; it was in the second half because they were down like 35 or 32, something like that in the first half. But
32, 40, that's the same shit.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same shit. But Minnesota almost tried to make a comeback because they got down to at 9 at one point, and then
he said almost.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, almost. Remember, they got down to almost 9, and Dallas was like, you know what? Stick a foot in their neck. Let's go.
Yeah,
they did.
Man, look,
and that's what
almost is like horseshoe,
like hand grenades and what? Yeah.
You only get close. Don't count if you close.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, what you got on Pharaoh?
Hey man, I knew they was gonna lose because they used too much energy on game 4.
Yeah.
So and like I told you before, Rudy Gobert and
Cat.
Towns,
Cat, yeah,
they were the catalyst to their loss. That's all I'm saying.
What you got on that, Matt Professor?
Well, remember what I said the day before the game. Dallas could not afford to go down by 10. They had to come out and play like they had played all year because they had beaten Minnesota in the season series.
Yeah.
So they couldn't keep going down by 10 and expect to win anything. They needed to come out like they actually wanted to win the damn title. And that's exactly what they did. I think I turned the game off in the middle of the second quarter.
Yeah, I think I say to myself, I was working on something. I said, I'm gonna check out the game. Then I turned to ESPN and I saw them down by 40 points. I'm not gonna waste my goddamn time. But I guess the sad part about the whole situation is that I think not Dallas, but Minnesota basically was playing hard from all 3 games because they was up in the score. Then Dallas seemed to find a way to come back and win the game. And then at least they won that one game, what they call it, a gentleman's sweep.
Oh man, no.
Yeah, them guys was up.
Minnesota found a way to give them the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's
no,
true
because Dallas played their game. Minnesota didn't play. They didn't finish.
Yeah.
So Minnesota gave those games up.
Yeah,
when Dallas had them by 30, I want to say 32, 34. Minnesota came back, was down by 9. And then after that was a wrap. Dallas just went on roll after roll, and there was nothing that Minnesota could do. Cat, once again, was getting himself in foul trouble.
It's like that dude with the what's that commercial with the dude with the fishing pole? Talking about almost there. Gotta be faster.
Oh, with the dollar.
Yeah, with the dollar. Yeah. You almost had it.
You almost had it. Ooh.
Yeah. So the last question before we move on and talk about Dallas and Boston. One of them gotta go. So if you're the GM, I'm gonna go to you first, Matt Professor. Who you got to get rid of? Gobert or Cat? Which one you getting rid of?
I pick get rid of the oldest one, Gobert.
Okay, all right. What about you, Matt? What about you, Pharaoh?
I'm going with him too.
All right, Tim Dolphin.
Like I said, I didn't see no defensive player of the year at all.
No, I see them getting rid of Mike Conley.
Mike Conley.
So you said he's up there in the age, and he contributed towards their game, but is he someone that is going to contribute every game all the time?
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you the goddamn
Negro, please.
So I say the difference between Cat. I say the difference between Cat and Gobert. Which one they gonna get rid of? You with the Mike Conley?
Yeah, because I don't think they're gonna get rid of any of them. Mike Conley, he was hurt a lot this season.
Well, why didn't you just say that then?
Yeah, I'm just saying. But my question is because they both play the damn near the same position, and that's what I'm trying to say.
But they not the same players. You don't see Gobert hit no threes.
And shit, you ain't see Cat hit him either.
Yeah, I'm about to say the same damn thing.
That's
one game.
I'm about to say the same thing.
That's one game.
Best shooting big man in the game. Yeah, okay. Anybody can shoot bricks.
Yeah. But enough about the losers. Let's talk about this NBA Finals starting tomorrow at 8:00. Oh man, I think it's gonna be a great game because both of them got something to prove. Porzingis got something to prove against Dallas. And then you got my man Irving got something he want to prove against Boston. But what y'all think about that matchup? Pharaoh King, what you think about that matchup?
Dallas in 6. Kyrie is want to win without LeBron because LeBron's now saying, "Oh, I wish I would have kept him." Whatever, right? Been playing with him or whatever. Nah, it's because he's winning. That's why you want to be out there with him. And then 2, he's playing a game. He playing against the Celtics. team that he was on. So he got to prove something.
Unceremoniously got rid of him.
Yeah. So
yeah.
because wasn't he with them? Was he with? No, that was with the Nets. He was with the Nets with the vaccine thing.
Yeah.
That was the Nets. Yeah. What you got on that, man, Professor? Go ahead, Tim. Dog. My bad.
No, I was saying Kyrie was trying to get out of Boston because he didn't get along with the GM. It wasn't the coach of Paducah. It was the front office that he had a problem with.
That's fine. That's why he wants to beat them.
Right.
Yeah, and then Boston is one of those cities that you have to be a particular flavor for them to
little bit vanilla bean on.
Yeah. You got the like my man
Cocoa
say,
vanilla bean.
Yeah, let my man say. Before I go to you, Matt Professor, let me get this out. Let my man say it. What's his name? Marcus Smart. He said that, man, they were cheering for me in the thing. They were coming out, and then I was coming out out of the garage, and came up too close to somebody, and next thing I know, I was called the N-word. They didn't know who I was, but all of a sudden I'm the N-word. But Matt Professor, what do you think about this series?
I was going to tell Tim. He requested a trade out of Boston, but it was what they got for him that made him feel disrespected, because I don't think they got much of anything for him.
Yeah.
So that was kind of disrespectful on their part for a player like him. But anyway, I want to go with Pharaoh and say that Dallas is going to win, but I don't know, because I looked at the score between now. They only played 2 times this year between Dallas and the Celtics won both games, I think, by less than 5 both times, or maybe just over 5 points both times.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I don't think Dallas has. I don't know if Dallas has the complete shooting like the Boston does, because it's what we said about them beating Minnesota. Minnesota, you let them beat themselves. You don't have to worry about beating Minnesota.
Yeah.
The Celtics, you got to beat them. They're not going to beat themselves. You've got to beat them, especially with a player like Al Horford who needs this. Al Horford needs this, and I read an article earlier saying that he needs this to get into the NBA Hall of Fame. Most people think he's a marginal Hall of Famer, and he needs a title to get into the Hall of Fame. I think he's going to play his ass off, and Al Horford is one of those quiet players who you don't realize been in the league a long time and been killing it for a very long time.
Oh, I realize he's been in a long time. He looked like it the way he played.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But to stay in the league a long time, as in the role that he plays, you can't be shit playing it.
Yeah, because I know he started out for me seeing him play. I know he played with Atlanta.
Yeah,
then he went to Boston. Then he came to the Sixers. We had him for a year, and then back to Boston. And I agree with you on that. And the thing, I got Dallas in 6 as well. Y'all know I don't told you my feeling about Boston.
Yeah,
they ain't got no worry about me. Want them MFers to win. I don't want them to win shit. I wish they lose the goddamn Lucky Charms. I wish the goddamn leprechaun. I wish the leprechaun get gout. And you know how I feel about motherfuckers. Yeah, I wish you get gout. I don't want these motherfuckers to
give
win
him some
shit.
cherry juice. He'll be all right.
I don't want none of the players to get hurt. I'm not saying that. But damn fans, I want them to be boo-hooing all the way back home to wherever the fuck they gonna go. I'm talking about Mark Wahlberg. I'm talking about all these other goddamn Wahlberg burgers. I don't give a goddamn. I don't want none win goddamn thing. Like the Mad Professor say, I don't like them some of my bitches. All right.
The some of my bitches.
The force is strong. The force is strong.
But yeah, then I agree with what Pharaoh said as well. The only thing I'm gonna disagree about the LeBron's thing, LeBron always say that he wanted to stay with Kyrie, but Kyrie wanted to leave in 2017 because he thought he was in LeBron's shadow. But then he found out when he went to Boston that when you the man, a lot of shit comes with that.
But he was the man in Cleveland before LeBron got there.
Yeah, but it wasn't winning shit though.
But still.
No, but you could be the man until a bigger star comes, and then, like I said before, that's the only thing I'm gonna disagree with you about. But Kyrie is on a mission. He's on a mission to win this ring, and he's playing like it too. He's playing like it. That's why Boston is being quiet. That's why they're not saying anything. Because I saw something today. Kyrie got to the championship without LeBron. Pippen couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Without
So
Jordan.
No.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
so
with the Celtics haven't been impressive enough to say anything about anybody. They're not winning the game like blowing people out. It's kind of like the Patriots. The
Well, I
Patriots
think they
won
only
the
lost
Super Bowl
what?
like 3-4 points.
Yeah, but they only
They
lost like
lost
2
2
games in the playoff this year, right? They only
I know,
lost
but
2.
they're close games. They're not blowing people out.
It
I'm
doesn't
not
matter. It
Like,
doesn't
I'm not
matter.
gonna-
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
I think I said it. I think I said it a few weeks ago that the Celtics winning is going to depend on Drew Holiday and Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends upon the two of them.
Yeah.
If the two of them are on, I mean, I don't honestly.
Well,
I'm
Drew's going to give you defense.
I'm
even
like
if he's
y'all.
not shooting.
I'm like y'all. I don't care for the Celtics. I never have. I've liked certain players on the Celtics, but I've
Yeah.
never liked them, the organization. And
Yeah.
especially after what they did to Udoka last year, I really don't like the
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah.
I want
But
Dallas
Joker
to
couldn't
win
keep it in his
because
pants.
Dallas
That's
is
all that was.
the Dallas Mavericks and the Dallas Stars are the only two teams in Dallas I don't mind seeing win because F the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
But
what's
I
gonna
don't see
happen
I don't see the Mavs being good enough at this point, to be
I
honest
have
with
never
you.
really liked
Luke-
any Celtic player.
Luca is gonna cry so damn much on everything.
Oh well, you know he is, and Drew Holiday's going to be the one guarding him, so
Yeah.
you know he's going to cry.
But and Dallas haven't really met. I mean, other than Minnesota, they haven't really met a good defensive team.
Well, I guess Minnesota wasn't that
and-
good of a defensive team
And the
because
thing,
they
and the
couldn't do
thing about
shit.
Boston is they can switch. They have a way better bench than Dallas.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen is Luka gonna get worn out. He needed this time off because of his knees. So when you play a good defensive team and your defense is suspect to begin with anyway, I mean, I say it's gonna be a good shootout game, maybe the first 2,
Yeah.
but eventually Dallas, they're not gonna have enough shooting power.
Well, we find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't want some of them bitches doing shit. I don't give a goddamn. And if they do win it, I'm gonna put an asterisk by it.
Honestly, I hope it's a 4-0 sweep, man. To be honest with you,
Yeah. But it's crazy, man. I one more thing, man. Before we move on, man. I saw this, man. So I know Matt Professor going to trip the F out. I don't know, man. You know, Kobe Bryant he was gone 4 years now when he had that helicopter accident. I don't know if y'all saw this, man. I saw this shit. Had me fucking mad. Let me make sure I hit the right one though. I think it's this one, but if it's not, fellas, we will see.
Passed away in a helicopter crash on January 26, 2020, alongside his daughter and 7 others, leading to a global outpouring of grief and tributes. The National Transportation Safety Board determined that pilot error, due to flying in foggy conditions and likely becoming disoriented, was the cause of the crash that claimed the lives of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others. A man attending a Comic-Con in China sparked outrage by wearing a tasteless Kobe Bryant helicopter crash costume made of plastic bottles, cardboard, a number 24 uniform, and a Kobe mask, leading to widespread condemnation on social media. To make matters worse, the costume didn't receive any backlash from convention goers. In fact, the cosplay garnered a couple of laughs, and many people attempted to snap pictures of the costume. Most of the backlash to the cosplay arrived on X, with Americans becoming enraged at the controversial outfit and unhinged behavior.
Matt Professor.
You know what? I don't care. I really don't care because anybody can express anything that they want any kind of way. The same people that are outraged at this are probably the same people who don't have a problem with Donald Trump calling certain countries shithole countries and things like that and saying the shit that he said. So keep your fucking outrage. Like I said, for me personally, I think it's distasteful, but in the long run, again, I don't care. He made the shit of bottles and cardboard, which shows he didn't really have time to make a good costume anyway. He didn't have money. You didn't have money to make a decent costume, and he used the damn printout mask. So
he made a
I mean,
mama costume. You know,
right,
he ain't got enough money.
right. So, like I said, man, I don't care. I mean, tasteless, yes, but long run, 2 weeks from now, who's gonna remember this?
What you got on that, Pharaoh?
That was a horrible costume. Horrible. And on top of, yeah, he got to live with what he did. Yeah, like I said, I agree. I don't care. That's on him. He got to live with what he did.
Tim Dog.
No, I agree with it. Everyone else. I mean, it was in poor taste. We don't give a shit. I mean, I think that big fat blimp of 45 is better than that piece of shit. And he only did it just to get conversations and people to talk about it.
Get his 15 minutes of fame.
Right.
Yeah, and the media does
nothing. It has nothing to do with Kobe or the exhibition. It was just all about him.
Yeah, I think it's very distasteful, man. But then again, you know, I'm kind of outraged about it. I know y'all say y'all don't give a damn, but I kind of do, man, because, you know, there's certain things that you could do. And I believe that if that was one of his family members that was so-called stars, I don't think he would do something like that. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Why would you do something like that? Because you can? And it doesn't make sense to me. And, you know, and then people to laugh about it. I understand they're probably laughing about how silly he looked, but still.
And that's my thing. And I know a lot of people feel this way, and a lot of people do that. Do something like this and feel this way, or respond to him doing it. And it doesn't affect me. And as much as I admire Kobe as a player and a person that he became, the ambassador for basketball and everything else he was doing after he was playing, long run, it doesn't affect me at all. And honestly, until you showed this, I knew nothing about it. So, like I said, I'm trying to be outraged. I just can't be. There's so much more going on in my life and everywhere else to where, for me, this is not even a secondary issue.
I agree with that. I mean, I agree. It's he has to live with what he did. I mean, it doesn't like
he got a black ass spot in his frontal lobe.
You know, but the other thing I would say is that, you know, the NBA, they got all this money in China. You know, hey, make a stand. You know, Kobe's supposed to be one of your what, great 50th, 75th. You know, a lot of people feel some type of way about Kobe. You know, make a stand and pull some of your money out of there. But you know that's not going to happen.
Going to do that.
Yeah, I know that's not.
That's just like telling WWE and Formula One not to do races in Saudi Arabia because of human rights violations. It is not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, man.
No,
but I just thought it was one of the
Monaco, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck Monaco.
That's why I said that.
You already said that, man. But like I say, man, it was just one of those things that I saw, man, that I thought was very distasteful, just like everybody else thought. And, you know, hope this guy go to hell with gasoline draws on, or hope Kobe come and get his ass. Hope a helicopter just fall on his ass.
Now that would make news. He'd be famous as hell after that.
Yeah, he'd be famous as hell after that. But, man, y'all already know. I was saving this, man, because I know we're going to have a long conversation about this motherfucker. So I know y'all got something to say about this bitch.
Mind for many sports shows on Monday morning after a wild weekend for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. And things got pretty testy on ESPN's First Take because of it. Stephen A. Smith and Monica McNutt got into a heated argument during the debate show when the topic of Clark's incident with Chicago Skyguard Chennedy Carter came up at the top of the program. There have been many narratives regarding the hip check turned flagrant foul that Carter placed on Clark, and McNutt argued that new WNBA fans may think the league is out to get Clark.
The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right. Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talks about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we gotta go. You guys.
So did you
know you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
I'm talking to you. Wow. Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
And I'm not talking about the young lady just now. I'm talking about
sorry,
Caitlin,
I can't even get my thumbs. Look.
Yeah. And I'm so tired of hearing this Caitlin, this bitch is getting on my goddamn nerves. But Tim Dolphin, be more careful. What do you thought about the hip check first? And then talk about old girl checker Stephen A. Smith. First time I ever seen him really quiet.
Man, it was a hip check that any other WNBA NBA player would get. And then she's gonna over exaggerate it by falling down, looking at the refs like, y'all gonna do something about that? And because it's her, and because so many people are banking on her to be the savior of the game, when to me personally, I say she's a good player. She's not a great player. And there are too many excuses that people are making for her for having bad games. No, you have bad games because of your skill. You know, you're not playing as a team player. You know, you're probably not running the plays that the coach is calling. You know, you can't come into a game as a rookie thinking you know everything. You need to sit back and listen to those who do know more and learn from that.
What do you think about Stephen A. being quiet though? What do you think about him getting checked by old girl?
I mean, he knows it's right. He has to eat that humble pie, but at the same time, he has to say something because it's Stephen A. What he should have said is, you know what, you're right. Maybe I should have. Maybe, you know, I'm part of the problem by, you know, doing what I'm doing. But instead, he wants to hold on to that last bit of masculinity and saying that he's right and try to flip the script so it make it look like she doesn't know what she's talking about, when in actuality she is, and you just want to deflect.
Mad Professor. Go ahead, Tim. Though. I mean, go ahead, Pharaoh.
No, I mean, Tim, we all know who Stephen A. Smith is. He's always right about everything. That's why he talks loud. Nobody wants to argue with him because he talks loud. He overtalks everybody. And now that somebody said something to him, he had nothing to say. And I agree with him on that.
And the thing is, she said,
I stand behind my Georgetown player.
I mean, she wasn't trying to embarrass him, and she was just letting him know, you know, how she felt about him. That's why she kept saying, "I'm talking to you."
She said that because he decided to get up on his righteous anger and indignation. Nobody's supposed to check his ass.
And that's what she did.
And she was 100% right on him. I've watched Stephen A. Smith for years. I've never heard him talk about WNBA until Caitlin Clark and ESPN made him do so. And because she's 100% right on his ass. And the shit that pisses me off the most, and Tim brought it up, and I'm glad he did because I was damn sure gonna bring it up. She went down and immediately was she was turning around to the referee before she even hit the goddamn floor. So she forced herself down. She flopped like she does, like she used to do in college, like she's been doing in the pros, and she hit the deck so that she can get the sympathy of the referee. And the funny shit to me is, I watched the sequence from the time they were inbounding the ball until when she took her free throws. You know, her teammates never helped her ass up.
Yeah,
they never helped her up one time. And in fact, a day or so ago, a picture came out with with the entire Indiana Fever team on a boat doing a team building exercise. Her ass wasn't there. So people can sit there and say, "Oh, people just hating on Caitlin. People just hating on her and what she stands for." Yeah. Why people got to act like hating is an issue nowadays? People hate the attention that she's getting for doing absolutely nothing. People's hating the fact that they're acting like she is the savior of women's basketball. She clearly is not. The only thing people want to talk about her is, oh, she can hit a three from anywhere. Who fucking cares? She can also turn over the ball every 5 minutes. So I don't give a damn what she's doing offensively because it's still not helping her team. They just won their third game against the Sky, which they were given that game by the referees because there was some bad refereeing in that damn game. She is sloppy. She's an arrogant bastard. She's a narcissist. And that is how she plays. And that's how she's always played since she started becoming Caitlin Clark, the great Caitlin Clark.
Our teammates saw that screen coming. They were like,
exactly.
That. I ain't gonna tell her.
And that's the thing about it. You looking at her teammate inbound the ball, she ain't say a damn word. And that's the girl who turned her back on her first.
Yeah.
And then if she hit the ground, they go
right.
If you watch the play before that one, you know, the young lady did get elbowed in the face by Caitlin Clark. I think you still upset about that and not being called. And then the hip check, like you say, man, I don't see harder hits than that.
I'm gonna tell you something that's really gonna piss you off. I'm sorry.
The next day, come on.
I'm sorry. I'm to cut you off, man, on the street, but I'm gonna tell you something that'll truly piss you off. The Chicago Tribune didn't have shit to say when Angel Reese was clotheslining a game Thursday night. Mm-hmm. Literally, the girl grabbed her by the throat and body slammed her like WWE superstars do each other into the floor. And like the Chicago Tribune ain't said shit. The Chicago Tribune, the day after this game, said that their own player, Miss whatever her name is, it escapes me right now. The girl who hit Caitlyn should have been would be charged with assault in any other way. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is assault. No, mother. She didn't even hit her that hard. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Now you got all these people coming to Caitlyn's defense. You got Charles Barkley.
Right.
You got Matt Barnes. You got all the Shady McCoy. All these people saying these things. Well, you got to protect the asset. My thing is, what? We just gonna let her win?
Right.
Come on. That's not competition. Competition is we go back and forth. Competition is that, hey, she need to defend her damn self. Hey, somebody push you down. Hey, do what you got to do, because you doing something wrong if the teammates is not coming to help you at all. And that's the part.
That's the thing.
And that's the part that gets me, especially like Charles Barkley. Hey, maybe we would have won a championship. We had to foul Jordan when he was going up for a goddamn shot. But you and Jordan was friends at the time, and you didn't want to foul him. So shut your bitch ass up. And I like Barkley too. Cheating me on I like Barkley, man. But that's the thing I have a issue with. What about you, Pharaoh? What do you think about all these pundits? And now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this the right way too. All these black pundits, they're the main one shucking and jiving to make sure that, hey, they got a white savior. We got to make sure that this white savior of the WNBA is protected at all times.
No, I'm not. The way I look at it is, she's in the league. Play her the way you're going to play everybody. The Midwest, the media in the Midwest is what got all these people watching the WNBA now. So with that being said, the only thing I agree with them on is, hey, she's bringing her coming in has brought us some revenue that we can use and we can attain ourselves. I'm not saying support her. I'm saying let's get this money too. Ride the wave with her. That's all I'm saying.
But the thing of it is, you don't make up rules to protect her, because
listen, LeBron flops. James Harden was doing it. It's the NBA, and she's doing it.
I understand.
And we get negative backlash off of it.
I understand that, but here's the issue I have with it: is people want to say it's not race. No, it is race. Fox News never talked about fucking women's basketball either until this shit happened, and all of a sudden. And all of a sudden, this girl's a thug for hip checking. I mean, get the hell out of here. I understand that Caitlin Clark is the bell cow and the meal ticket y'all want to put the whole WNBA on. And I understand she brings in the eyeballs. But you know why she brings in the eyeballs? Because they force her on everybody. That's part of the reason why there's animosity. Fair or not. Yeah. One player should not be made the face of the league just because she looks the way we look and we can support that. Y'all should have been supported this league, because guess what? Diana Taurasi was white. You didn't support her. Ionescu was white. You didn't support her. Sue Bird was white. You didn't support her, but you want to support this girl, and all of a damn sudden she's the greatest since white sliced bread.
I'm telling you, because they got all the people that supporting her that comes from the Midwest, and you know what that means.
Well, Pharaoh, I'm gonna push back on you because you say LeBron. No. You say LeBron. You should have said Jordan. You should have said Jordan because they changed.
I didn't get a chance to finish.
Because the NBA.
I didn't get a chance to finish, Chuck.
Okay, finish.
All right, it's a list of people. It's a list of people that the NBA had that did flopping. They changed the rules because of all the hard fouls and everything. The NBA has a history of that. And now it's happening because you have this certain individual, Caitlin Clark, that come in because they have a new following. The people that's following her didn't follow the WNBA because they didn't have nobody come out of that conference that anybody even liked. So I mean, I don't understand. Like,
No, the aspect I'm talking about, see, you talking about something. I'm not talking about the flopping. I'm talking about you saying about the money. See, Jordan was the brand. And then, they was hard filing Jordan so goddamn much. Even David Stern had to say he had to put it out. David Stern's like, hey, all this shit got to stop. The Jordan rules, that's the Detroit Pistons. But
the Jordan rules was Detroit Pistons hitting it.
Yeah, because they make sure every time
until they beat him,
until every time he's up in the air, we gonna put a body on him. Oh, he's gonna go down hard. But the commissioner saw what Jordan was bringing to the table, and things had to change, and that's why they went to, hey, you can't play the way that you did the physical play.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, so now it's going to be the same thing going to happen with Caitlin Clark.
The difference in that is it safe to come up under a player who's in the air? No.
It never has been.
It's not safe. It never was. It was always against the rules to do it.
Yeah.
So that's the difference in there was no rule change. There was a rule enforcement.
That's right.
And like I said, this thing with Caitlin Clark pisses me off because they went back in and gave the girl a flagrant 1.
Yeah.
When clearly it shouldn't have even been. It should have barely been a foul. It shouldn't have been a shooting foul. The only reason it was a shooting foul was because it was away from the ball. But it should barely have been a foul call. And the problem I have with it is 2 games later, you have Angel Reese being suspended for nothing. They rescinded the second technical foul that she picked up to be ejected from the game. But what good does that fucking do? She was put out the game and her team lost because of it.
Yeah. But like I say though, man.
And I agree on that. I agree with that.
Yeah. But you know who else agree with us? Man, Mr. Bob Costas. Mr. Bob Costas said this, man, and
he's still alive?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Listen to what Bob Costas had to say about this situation.
Bob Costas weighed into the ongoing conversation about the hard foul committed on Caitlin Clark over the weekend and the ensuing response during an appearance on CNN's Newsnight. The debate and dialogue over Chennedy Carter's flagrant foul on Clark late in the third quarter of Saturday's Sky Fever game was well into its third day, but it was during the conversation on CNN with host Abby Phillip and contributor Carrie Champion that Costas noted how little coverage another egregious foul from a WNBA game between the Sky and Sun on May 25th got.
There was an incident recently. Alyssa Thomas, who happens to be African American, grabbed Angel Reese by the throat and threw her to the floor. Flagrant 2, ejected from the game. The reason why that doesn't spark as much conversation isn't just that Caitlin Clark is a bigger star than Alyssa Thomas. It's because it's a black on black incident.
Wow.
And you don't have that dynamic that people can comment on, yes, but also exaggerate and make the entire story something.
Also,
that is really that is between the lines.
No one cared about the WNBA when women of a certain color were beating up and bruising each other because it's been happening since the league's inception. We have this star, this person that people love. They want to protect her. So now the new fans and the new analysts and the new people have so much to say. Bob, thank you for saying that and acknowledging that because you're a legend in this sport.
Matt Professor, you called it.
Exactly. He just said the same thing both Pharaoh and I said. He just said it in one sentence. But it's the truth. It became black and white because this Negro thug done hit Caitlin. Oh my God, she should be charged with assault. Really? And it's why I brought up the thing with Angel Reese before. And now they showed in that video. That was a much worse foul than what Caitlin got.
Yeah.
Much worse.
Absolutely.
That could have put Angel Reese out for the season.
Yeah,
if she had hit her
head.
career.
It could have hit her career.
Right. And what happened to Caitlin? I mean, if you open up Yahoo today and scroll down in your feed, you'll see something about Caitlin's foul. I mean, it's not that big of a damn deal.
Yeah. What you got on it, Pharaoh?
No, I agree. And the thing I was saying is that the league just needs to use this momentum to bring in that revenue since she's brought it in. Everything else could be changed. I agree with everything y'all talking about. But I just want the league to say, hey, we need to get this money that she has. At least we have some tangible evidence that we're getting paid. Now we can get those deals now. You know what I mean? Because she can't sign all the deals. So let me get the deal too.
They're gonna let her.
Yeah.
I know
What you
they're
got?
gonna push it first, but yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Tell me that what you thought about what Bob Costa said, and as you can see, he's still alive.
I mean, he hit it
What?
right on the head, and something that we all were thinking, and most of us have said, and it's going to be a different world now for the WNBA because a lot of people are going to get upset and frustrated of this treatment and going to say, well, why is it that she gets this but we don't? Just like with the charter,
They're gonna lose viewers. They're gonna lose viewers. Is what's gonna happen.
No,
It's gonna
lose. Yeah, they're gonna lose more than that.
No, they're gonna.
They're
They're gonna lose it. They it's gonna turn bad. It's gonna get bad before it gets worse.
Because
I mean,
you
good.
can't.
I said that shit,
You
bro.
can't put a franchise sport on one person's shoulder and expect for everyone else to accept it. Those who's been there longer, those who've been more dedicated, those who put the time, the work, and the effort in. You just want to ignore that and say, no, we're gonna go with her.
Right.
I'm telling you, the media is causing this issue.
Well, yeah,
It's the media.
That's been my whole argument about the thing about all of this. Is soon as she was hit, the media jumped in and portrayed her as
Yes.
victim. It's just like 2 years ago when she became in the national spotlight. She had been doing
Yeah.
this all goddamn
damn
year.
day,
Every
yeah.
game she played, she would you can't see me. And then when Angel Reese did the shit to her in the championship game, all of a sudden she's a victim and a lily white princess who needs protection from the fucking dragon. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, people. Y'all,
Yeah.
white people, I understand y'all don't have many heroes. I understand it. But
But
damn.
don't create one.
Exactly.
And and I understand the money aspect, but as you can see, there's a lot of other great basketball players that's in the league that's coming into the league. Like the young lady, when she ever decided to come out from USC, I think she's the better player. Juju.
Juju.
Yeah.
Juju
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
know
a
what I'm saying?
beast.
Yeah, she's gonna be a beast.
You guys, we talk about people that are actually playing good competition.
Right.
They're
Juju
playing
from-
good
from
competition.
here,
That's
way
why they're
up.
so much better.
I guess what I'm
I know
saying.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
You don't know. You let me finish.
No, I know what you're saying, though, Chuck. I know what you're about to say.
Okay, what
I
I'm
mean,
about to say.
No, because she's
You got
a better
ESPN,
player.
so he knows.
Because she's a better player, are they going to cover her the same way that they covered Caitlin Clark coming out of USC next year?
Yeah, no,
Right?
If she beat
No,
that ass like everybody else doing, yeah.
I
No,
guess
they're not. No, they're not.
No, they're not. Yeah,
No, they're not.
No, they're not. My thing is another thing. He said later in the clip that I have a chance to. He was talking about every great player that came in any league. There's always somebody they're going to challenge them. They're going to challenge them. There's no freebies. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people are saying that they're picking up Caitlin 94 feet. Okay, we're gonna see what you work. We're gonna make you work.
Right.
We're not just gonna lay back and let you take over the game.
Yeah,
And
walk
that's
the
what's
ball up and get your shot. No.
yeah.
So I'm saying this. I agree to y'all. It's just the media has taken what we're talking about and made it. They blasted it out to make it look like it's white on black crime. I mean, black on
Yeah.
white crime.
That's the part,
what
and that's the
problem
part,
is.
and that's the part I don't like, because the same people, my issue is the same people that praying for Caitlin, all this, and hey, she's the savior and all that. They ain't say a damn thing when Angels got slammed by a net.
Exactly.
They got their mouth shut,
Exactly.
and that's my issue. Where was the Stephen A. Smith? Where
That's why I
was
brought that up.
You know what I'm saying? Where was where was Charles Barkley? Oh, I heard one of the guys say that. Oh, she's from Baltimore. Oh, she probably used to that.
Right.
Oh, come on,
Baltimore.
really?
No, JoJo.
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, yeah.
Yeah, she's from
And
Baltimore.
JoJo, she's from
They ain't
Waco.
got shit to do with her getting slammed.
No, but
Oh, no,
you
it's-
listen what I'm saying though.
But the point is, the point the man on the street is making is when Angel Reese got slammed, you might have seen it one time on ESPN. The foul against Caitlin led ESPN for 3 damn days.
Yeah,
still
yeah.
leading.
Reese didn't get upset. She said
No.
she wanted the
Yeah.
game and
Yeah.
kept it going.
Yeah, no, she expect it.
theatrical about it.
She says she expect that type of play. And she said that her and the young lady that fouled her, she like, hey, I know her. You know, there's no ill will. You know, hey, I'm gonna play hard every game. But my thing is, we making all these excuses for the Lily White Princess, bringing money or not. You know, if you're gonna call the game fair, call the goddamn game fair. You know, they might lose some money, but I don't think it's gonna be Caitlyn because, like you say, she ain't win shit yet. She ain't doing shit yet. I mean, her team is at the bottom of the goddamn division. You know,
bottom of the league almost.
Yeah, I think the Aces with my girl over there, Aja Wilson. Now that's who the league should be putting their money on because she's been dominant ever since she came in the league and of course college. But no, like I say, they want that white face, and they got that white face, but it's a crying one. That's just my opinion. You know, that's the way I look at it.
I want to see her get into her first fight.
She's not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you, Caitlin Clark is. If you've ever watched her play in college, she's a bully.
Yeah,
She's not gonna fight worth it. She's not gonna fight for nothing. Somebody brace up on her, she gonna run. And trust me, she's not gonna brace up on anybody either. Like I said, I watched her in college, and only in
though.
No, that's what I'm about to say. Only in the tournament, she bullies people, and she's a huge bully. She bullied her teammates. She bullied opponents. That's why most of her teammates don't like her. They like what she can bring to the team, but they, as a person, they don't like her.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
Yeah. She got to change. She got to change her ways so that her teammates will want to have her back. You know, or they probably gonna tell. They probably done got the call from the league like, hey, we can't let this golden cow.
You know what she reminds me of? Remember that football movie Any Given Sunday when Jamie Foxx played the quarterback and he got too big and his team wouldn't stand up for him.
Yeah,
that's what Caitlyn reminds me of. She gonna need one of those humbling come to Jesus moments to bring her ass into the fold because right now she's not a teammate. She thinks she's the team.
Yeah. But she's finding out that everybody else got teams too.
It's what you know what it's what happens when you're the number one pick.
Yeah.
Like in the NFL, the number one quarterback pick, there's a cornerback somewhere. Ooh, I can't wait to be the first one to pick him off.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's what Caitlyn is getting. And it's earned as the number one pick. You earned that.
That's right.
But
that's right.
Again, she needs to learn how to play within the team. She needs to be a better teammate because right now her teammates don't have her back at all.
Yeah. And last thing before we close this out, Angel Reese, she made a great point. She said that people are watching the WNBA not just because of Caitlyn, they watch it because of me and these other great players that's in the league. And that's what I think we need to start focusing on as well. I'm talking about with everybody. Hey, you got other great players, other great teams besides Caitlyn. And it's going to be there's going to be a lot of other worse fouls. And hopefully they'll call it the same way right down the line. But we already know that they're not going to.
No.
But
that's what I'm saying. If the media did what they supposed to do, we wouldn't be talking about Caitlin Clark today in the fouls.
And I said Indiana. I said Indiana won 3 games. I'm sorry, they've only won 2 games.
2. Yeah. They only won 2. Yeah.
My bad. I didn't mean to give them an extra win that they didn't earn.
Yeah. You might.
I got something for you guys though. We talking about basketball. Since we want to see about this knowledge that we have here. Tim, back up. I can see what's going on in your brain.
Shut up. Did you
so here's a trivia question for you for the panel. What guard 6'2" or shorter has the most playoff points?
6'2" or shorter.
Look at Chuck. Man, you about to burn the damn poster up in the back.
No, man.
I'll be honest with you. I can't think of most guard. I can't think of separate guards by their height.
I'd answered John Stockton because
John Stockton don't score.
But he still played the longest.
But he don't score the ball.
Give me an answer.
You don't score the ball,
and it's not AI.
Yeah, and that's I
got that. I said, but that was my answer.
Honestly, you talking the whole NBA. So now you see, you got to go. I'm thinking.
See, I can't think of nobody shorter than 6'2". I'm sorry, I just can't.
No, 6'2" or shorter.
It's that shorter that he's emphasized. It can't be Muggsy Bogues, is it?
No.
No.
Not in the playoffs.
Or Stephon Marbury. Yeah, see, that's the problem. There's players I like, but they're not playoff players.
Oh yeah, I think Steph Curry only like, I think Steph Curry only like 6 foot something.
No, he's 6'2".
Yeah, Steph Curry.
But it's not Steph Curry.
Okay, but that's what I'm going with.
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker.
4,045 points.
I can't ever think of I never think of Tony Parker with his old.
So
French
I was
ass.
thinking Ginobili, but I knew he was older.
Yeah,
I mean he was taller.
He's taller than Ginobili was 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
Good. Learned something new today, huh?
Wow.
And I got one more. I got one more. This is football, since we all football fans here. You ready? What running back wearing number 32? There's a lot of running backs that we know wear 32. Has the most career touchdowns.
Jim Brown.
But no.
Is it Ricky Waters?
No.
Oh hell no.
I don't know shit. I don't know.
Franco Harris.
So Franco Harris, yes, but no. I had said the man who just recently passed that we talked about, O.J. Simpson.
Well, he has a lot of yards.
Yeah, he has a lot of yards, but I was, thinking because of the yards. And plus,
what number did Eric Dickerson wear?
20,
21.
21.
No, Dixon wasn't 21. He 28, 29. 29.
29,
yeah,
29.
Yeah, odd number, 29.
32. I don't know. Not Thurman.
He played for two games. He played for two teams.
Priest Holmes?
No, Priest Holmes was 30.
No.
Yeah. Who was it?
I don't know, man.
He was a short
Larry Allen. I mean,
Marcus Allen.
Not Larry Allen.
Marcus Allen. Yeah.
Marcus Allen. Okay, yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, because the Kansas City Chiefs used him in that goal line thing. And
That's right.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
145.
We're so smart, we dumb.
Yeah, I forgot about Marcus Allen.
Hey, man.
About Marcus Allen. But hey,
that was good.
Memory back as well.
Yeah,
but fellas, before we close the show out, Tim Dog, what you got for the people?
Hey, I'm gonna fix them damn cats that shit on my mosquito net. What I did was
he looks angry. Oh my God,
I was pissed. Oh, I was pissed.
The views and opinions.
The thing
we need to get a disclaimer.
I didn't
know
about
Peter
it.
looking at us.
I didn't know about it until after I hung it up. And I was like, where all these fucking flies coming from? And then I smelt it, but I'm used to smelling shit because my neighbor has dogs. And
oh my damn!
All of a sudden I looked up, I was like, what the fuck? Flies all over this wet shit.
Oh goodness. Well, Tim Dog. Oh man, I didn't know what to say about that. I needed that laugh. Thank you, Tim Dog, for that.
But he was mad, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was looking around like,
you can still see he furious.
Cats.
Bad
Man, y'all
professor.
just don't know.
What you got for the people before we go?
Just a little something from the African continent. One who plants grapes by the roadside and one who marries a pretty woman share the same problem. Everybody wants a piece of your fruit.
Okay.
Unless it's a fig.
Well, that's why I said grapes.
I got you.
And that reminds me of my man from Kenya talking about whoever kills a lion, they get to pick of the litter when they come back. And he said, if you see a spear outside of your hut, your woman is taken. I'm like, so my man, he said he came in one day. He goes, man, guess what's outside my apartment? And my man didn't miss a beat. He's like, a spear?
That was his voicemail.
Oh man, we was dying.
I got you. Man. I got you. Pharaoh King, what you got for the people before we go, man?
Man, I just got a little something. Just remember, you've exited a car the same amount of times you've entered it. Come back to me with more information.
Oh wow!
Not unless you live in that motherfucker.
You still got to get out of it. Yeah, you still got to get it to get out of
that bitch.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank y'all again for tuning in to this episode of the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. Man, like I say, man, I came on here today for a little therapy and I got what I needed. I got some laughs. And that's what mine is about. Tell your loved ones that you love them because you might not get a chance to do it tomorrow. And with that, I am the man on the street.
This is Pharaoh King.
Tim Dog from Be More Careful.
And the Mad Professor living in the boot.
And we are the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. And we see, hey, make sure you check us out Friday at 8 o'clock for 2 cigarettes in the blunt at the after show right after. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out.